around all the time.
That
Oh
is
my
the
God.
case with kids.
He's
I would say.
adorable.
That
He's my
other
favorite.
people's kids are fun.
Yeah. Ay.
All right.
Who's Megan Cass?
That's Meg. She got married. Which I think they have Allison said one. Which I think
They what?
have Allison.
Yes, you just have to warn Julie, because she's not supposed to be on speaker.
Well, that's catching up with us. I guess.
Oh, it's here now?
Yeah.
That's my fancy pants.
I just moved it back.
Okay.
So we don't have those folders anymore?
I do, I just didn't bring them out tonight, wasn't anything to put in them, so I just did.
Do you need one of these, like hot shot, hot shot?
on my computer.
You tell me how
Thanks,
to start this when you're ready.
My pleasure.
Julie brought snacks because Nick's.
Because Nick fries, and he's hungry.
They got Mexican food late for me at home.
Huh?
We got Mexican food. She picked up.
Brought Mexican food?
No, I
Dude,
you should have had her bring it.
You definitely get the A for the day.
Go to that Nina's across from.
Oh.
Dad's
Oh, yeah.
place. They have good food.
Yeah.
We like him.
She picked that. She's picking that up. She
So,
tried it,
I copied, some things that Jennifer put together regarding the strategic plan, specifically our mission, and, some options as far as rewritten mission statements. And then on the back, these are basically, I call them 5 pillars of the plan. And so those 2 things would be things we're talking about tonight. Does that make sense, everybody? So
Yes.
I guess twofold is, be nice if we could agree on a mission statement that is, we could move forward with. And then, I don't know, Jennifer, is there anything specifically that you want to talk about regarding these 5 things?
Well, one, just that we're still okay with it being these 5 things, which I think we decided last time. And then, what we want to start putting in them and focusing on future focus. So our previous ones were pretty much done, or we had decided not to do. So like, goal area 1, student achievement curriculum. Right now, we're updating the math curriculum. And then, what we'd asked or need to ask you to do is the rest of the curriculum up to date.
Now, what were you doing about science?
Yeah, I thought science was.
Yeah,
Science
science was.
Science would be the next one.
Science and
ELA,
something
we've done, science, math is coming up, and, science would be one that down the road ways that we'll.
Math and ELA are done. So we just want to make sure that you have all the curriculum that the school needs up to date. And
What about, how often do you sign off on the Ames Web Plus?
yeah,
Sign up.
Is that a-
Sign up for it,
is
or
that a
like, how
contract?
long is the contract?
I think that's a yearly renewal.
When do you have to renew
I mean,
it?
Tracy and I have had some discussions on that, and she asked me, are we married to it? I said, well, no, but what I would advise her is to, give it a year. I think she needs to get in the building and at least see what it is and see if it can be used, and if it's something that she wants to stick with. If not, then let's look at something different.
to review in 2026. Is science something you're reviewing this year?
No, and we had talked to Tracy about that, and we also talked to Tracy about iReady as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so, I mean, we're not married to games, I don't think, as long as we have someone in the building who could.
Right. I'm just thinking
No, but yeah,
for
but-
Tracy's sake, she's
Right,
gonna have her plate full. I don't know that
Right.
we'll put one more thing on it.
right.
I just wanna make sure it wasn't like a 5-year contract,
Yeah, no, I
or
wanna say
like
it's
blah, blah,
it's
blah.
a year-to-year renewal.
So do we think that what the board would want to do is in a year after the principal has been here, review curriculum again and just see where we're at and what the school needs?
That's probably something you look at continually, I would think.
Just yearly curriculum review?
I think, I know the science is up for renewal this year, because we had a 3-year contract, and I don't think it's worth renewing, because it's bad.
Who picked it?
And we kind of talked about that with Tracy, that would be.
Are you signing another 3-year science renewal? Or if it's,
We haven't done a 3-year renewal with it, because it's not up until, I want to say, a year from now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because that was the option, was to go ahead and roll over another 3 years with them, and so I said, we'll wait on that, we'll see what direction we want to go. Because there
We
might be,
still have a lot of this stuff left.
yeah, there might be a different direction that the staff and
And we
Tracy
could
wants
make
to go.
do if you wanted us to use it with what we have too.
so what month do you think we should set curriculum review for?
Well, like I said, I mean, I think she's probably got to review curriculum continually, I would think, but if you're talking specifically about science, I would assume probably about a year from now would be the time frame.
Like, yeah, when do we direct administration to review curriculum and get back to us?
I'd probably say like, give it till January and then we could
Like if
Make a
there's all
decision.
sorts of science curriculums out there, and then you have to like kind of look at them.
Yeah, so I mean, if
So
we,
you can't just like decide now and then go through
That's why I said, I
like
think
2
she's
months
gonna,
from now.
she's probably gonna wanna,
Hmm.
I was,
I think
the
they'll
principal
agree.
probably is continually looking at,
Well, and she's probably gonna look at it because she's never been here.
What
so
month
she
do we
don't know
wanna
what
have
you
this down as something?
Does it need to be a month that we
I don't know, I'm just trying to
ask
look at,
some specific questions?
consider the
I
format.
would almost kind of agree with that, maybe it doesn't have to be a month, maybe you're just gonna
I,
expect Tracy to report back at some point about curriculum.
Okay, so then we'll just do that. Any student achievement things we want in that section? I know we have the John Orth Awards. Is there a Student of the Month award? Is there something like that we wanna?
I mean, this is me, I think you're probably gonna expect her to report out on, student achievement in general, you can just.
Okay,
kind of
just
put
leave
that
it.
as- And I'm assuming, I know she's planning on doing that.
Okay, and then programs and services, I feel like is pretty broad, so if you guys don't mind, we can go down to facilities first.
can we, so that, we got the thing on
Yeah.
Ames Web increase. I still don't know that we've ever actually measured that. Like, we have numbers, but I don't know if we don't know if 50% of the students improve. Like, we know some classes, some kids improved, some kids went down maybe. The data we got is
So
still,
the 50% increase,
yeah. No, I don't know if 50% is the right number. I would say like personally, I want as many kids as possible that aren't meeting to improve, and then the kids who are exceeding to not drop too far. Like,
Didn't Holly go through that at the last month?
it's just it doesn't mean it. That chart is just numbers. It's like 60% of the kids are above, and a couple are exceeding, and then some are below, and then it's just the next time there's 55% are above, and 20. So I don't know. Does that
Well,
mean?
they weren't all percents. At one point, they were numbers and the other
Yeah.
point
So it's
they
like
were
does.
percentages.
So does. Sorry, Jerry.
no, it's okay.
Did 3 kids get better and 3 kids fall back? Like,
do you
that's
want
a
it
net
overall?
loss.
Like LP does a 90% graduation rate, so we want a blah percent.
Yeah, I mean, each class should have that. I would think that, Carly's got, you got what, 15 kids, 16? Like, we don't want anybody to fall back. If you're in the exceeded or whatever, then yeah, there's probably a little bit of room for wiggle, but you don't want, like, if you got 10 kids exceeding, you don't want it to come all back to 0. I don't know how exactly you word it. Like 50% increase is kind of generic, but the other thing is, if you got 7 kids who are going into RTI because they're showing below target, like, we'd want as many of them as possible to move up.
Is there a suggestion, Bob, in this category from you?
Bob said before, just something to show improvements. That's where I was trying
Yeah, I think.
to not set a
Yes.
number, but just say we want, like,
Right.
Marked improvement?
Growth.
yeah, we want growth, right? Yeah, it's a good way to put it. Like,
Growth.
are we growing? Are kids getting better throughout the year?
Student growth.
So then, yeah, each teacher would have that at their own level. Like, they say, okay, we've got 15 kids, 10 of them stay at the same level, 5 improve. And then we can roll it up at a school.
Right. I would like to hear on a regular basis from the principal, like, how we as a school are working to try to improve these
Grow.
test scores, learn when they improve, and then if they're not, like, why we think they're not. Like, that just needs to be a continuous discussion between the principal and the board, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So,
And I know the Ames Web is 3 times a year, so we got the benchmark, and then
right.
we did the one, and that was for it to be like, okay, some kids went up, nobody went down. Like, that would've been great to know. Like, from that data, I don't think we know that.
So we'll have to
Right.
see what Tracy brings us and then go from there. Okay.
For what?
I said, we are allowed to talk about this.
Yeah, this is just a working session. It's okay.
So here we did get some of those answers from, Tracy when we sat with her.
Okay.
So when she talked about the iReady, so she runs that data often and shares it with the teachers often, like, hey, look at this kid, needs this minutes, and this is where they, their strengths and weaknesses are, and they might need to focus a little more, like, it's very specific.
Okay.
And so, but she loves data too, she said, so that's something that I think she would probably be excited to share with you.
All right.
Definitely.
Cool.
So in that category, curriculum review and student growth, right? Is that
Yeah.
where we're at?
I think so.
Okay. Goal area 2, do we want to go through programs and services or go to facilities and come back? I feel like programs and services get us lost real quick in the weeds.
What are our priorities? I mean, we don't have to talk about everything.
I mean, I think that's what we need to establish for each one of those is the.
That's what we're doing, yeah, today.
Is the big stuff, big
Right.
chunks.
I think that programs and services are probably the more important than
I think so,
facilities
too.
You think
and
so?
finances, because Bob's our finance guy.
I just think of programs and services, I think of extra stuff, but programs and services would probably be RTI then instead, is what you're saying?
Well, I would say, I think that falls under one. I think student achievement curriculum would be your RTI, it could be your PBIS, it could be all of those different things. So your programs and services, I would think would be things outside of the curricular aspect of the school. So like,
RTI, PBIS.
I would say like maybe your athletic programs,
Yeah.
things like that.
Okay,
So like after school,
Enrichment things
Yeah.
Okay.
that go on would be
One of those things.
Our
So-
makerspace.
So you're saying that
Is-
these two things should go.
after school and summer
Yeah, I would
Summer
think.
school.
programs.
Yeah,
I
like
mean, that's
yeah.
curricular, but it's,
That's outside.
It's
but it's outside the normal
Yes,
scope.
so
Yes.
you're saying enrichment and athletics under programs and services?
Yes.
yes.
Okay,
When we met
I gotta read.
during the initial sort of brainstorming for this with the community, it was this stuff that stood out, I think, in my opinion, more than anything, the kind of after school, the tutoring, the school clubs, the kinds of things that they were really vocal about. So that was
So programs
important.
and services would be after school, enrichment, athletics, after school tutoring, enrichment, athletics, and then you said one more, Jared.
After school.
Like summer programs, we have, I mean, that's what we have on here for
Right,
now.
summer school.
Like that,
That's outside
student-
the
We
normal.
want to write the check,
Oh, yeah.
Tonica PTC for this.
Mhm.
All right, I don't need to return these, I just.
Where'd you get those?
Right,
Where
yeah.
did you give those to?
And Matt's got
Oh,
some for sale.
Sarah gave them to us.
Sarah gave me, I'm just writing the check for it, because
That's what I did last year.
You can also Venmo Ricky. That's what I did.
Oh,
okay, that's a good idea.
Okay, how much?
I'm very old fashioned with my money. I don't
Yeah.
get no PayPal or anything.
All right,
Really?
use Venmo funds.
enrichment, after school tutoring, summer programs, athletics, and programs and services. Anything else? We're just setting the broad topics tonight.
Yeah.
We're good?
Yeah, it's,
Facilities. This is where, like, is this where we focus our air conditioning?
Well, I was gonna say, first thing you probably should put is your boiler.
Yep.
That'd be the boiler. That'd be your HVAC.
Okay,
That'd be, and understand these are
Windows.
things that aren't immediate. These are, this is a long range kind of thing, I'm assuming, correct?
no.
yeah, well, somewhat, but that, like before they had that security, safety and urgent
Yeah.
needs.
Mhm.
So that's where, like,
Which
the
was the
boiler's gonna
door.
fall in within 2
Right.
years, right?
Yeah,
I think we still probably wanna talk at some point about security. Right, like I know there was a plan at one point to move the
Yes.
door to be more secure, because here you walk in and
Secure
you're in
entrance.
school, like everywhere else every other school I've been in, you,
boiler
Put the plug into
replacement,
an
HVAC,
intermediary place.
windows, secure entrance.
I'd like to make sure when we're doing strategic planning as a board, we're sort of thinking about things that, aren't just kind of routine things that are gonna come up during health, life, safety or whatever, that we're kind of thinking about sort of thinking out on the horizon, like what do we want as a board to see in our
So we
facilities down the
probably need to
road,
make
not just
it-
the things we're just gonna have to do.
So we probably need to we're getting like specific again, and we probably need to back it
Yeah.
up to have health, life, safety, to have, what we wanna call that. Like-
What I would
Well,
say that
there's-
stuff is routine, but like the bigger stuff,
Yeah, what do we wanna call
it's
that?
like
We're talking
longer
about-
term goals, right? Like,
if we're talking about windows, if we're talking
Yeah,
about
I mean,
air
it should be like,
conditioning.
what are
So
the
school
priorities
like,
inside this?
Facility
category.
continuing plan, school, like to keep the building, not just keep the building functional, but also school improvement.
Optimize it. I don't know, is that a good word?
I don't know.
Best use of space.
yeah, I mean, that gets into because that helps us drive the discussion on what do we do with the old part of the school and how much, right? Like that all needs to be discussed at some point.
So I had like the regular stuff, the health, life, safety stuff, the best use of space, and security.
Mhm.
Does that sound like what we want under facilities?
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to figure out how to work in the free solar roof that we get, but
The what?
Like a free solar panels on the
Well,
roof.
How about,
I
I
don't know
mean,
which one that falls
Can we
under.
do that in their house too?
and that would be,
If you have a business, we could work. on a deal.
Geneseo did that
Free
solar
solar.
panel, and I can actually have someone speak to us about that.
Mendota did it. Holly should know.
oh, we can get all kinds of things for that.
So would you call
They
that,
got a bunch of that before.
you wouldn't call that facility improvements, but you'd call that
It'd be like sustainability.
Energy
sustainability?
efficiency,
That's what
yeah.
we would call
You'll have
it.
to
Let's
send
call
me
it
information on
sustainability.
that, 'cause I just first I've heard of that.
So
Yeah,
health,
they-
life, basic,
Yeah,
best
they did
use of
something.
space, security, and sustainability under facilities.
Yep.
What do we wanna
That
do
sounds
with
nice.
that old salt shed then?
What shed? Is that-
Yeah, there's the salt sheds, there's the bus sheds, like,
Well, that's
Well, I
all
mean-
part of our facilities, I'm
so I
just
mean, we
saying
pay
that,
for
you know,
all
we
that
need
stuff
to.
to be
The
made.
old, the bus
Somewhat.
is, we rent that out to the
Right.
community.
Okay.
We do keep that, because I think we replaced some of the gutters on the front of them, those have been replaced or.
I would like to
new.
see that rent.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bunch
maintain
of
the
revenue, but it
building.
is revenue.
Is it the village rent from it?
Community members, Amy rents some, it's got her,
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know what's in there, a boat or something, what do you got in there?
I don't even know.
Yeah. she don't even know. She got stuff in there.
Yeah, I think the boat's in there right now.
Yeah, but there is a boat in it, I'm just not sure whose it is.
Okay, so health, life, safety stuff, best use of space, security, sustainability. Then under finances, we want to think broad. Sustainability again,
I think you wanna have positive fund balances.
Yeah.
right, but we want to make it like a broad terms and then we can
Fund balances, that's correct. You're not specifying which
Okay.
fund balance, you're just saying fund balances.
fund balances. What else do you want under there?
You wanna have, you wanna do an audit each year, we do one anyway, but you wanna continue to do an audit, that's very important.
Do we need to put that out?
Well, I guess what's the priority? I would leave it behind.
I mean, transparent, I would say transparency.
I'd agree with that.
Transparency, you wanna make sure like you have balanced budgets, obviously too. So.
You could add that separate
You know,
transparency.
yeah,
like balance.
Yeah, I would talk about, you said sustainability,
And how much money.
but I was thinking more of along the lines of like sustainability as well, so like being.
Financial stability.
Yeah, so like being good stewards of
The public's money.
the public's money.
So again,
Not
like
getting the
that
swimming pool?
sort of thing, I feel like, of course, we want to be doing that. Are there things that from a financial standpoint that we're not doing now that we need to be like sort of goal setting for? Like we've talked about grants for years, about being better, about obtaining, being aware of and obtaining into a wider variety of grants. I feel like that kind of thing really belongs on a strategic plan.
Maybe does that connect with the solar panels? If there's a
Yeah.
grant for that, maybe that's
Right.
something that you want to
That's-
put down.
yeah.
It's
So I think
specific.
other schools call it
Speaking
like,
of grants too, the literacy plan that the
Yeah,
state's rolling
I
out,
got that this week.
there's a grant for that, for training for teachers.
Yeah, I got
I
that.
think it's like $2,000 or something like that.
There's a digital literacy plan too, that's grant that's out there.
I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
We have fund balances, transparency, balanced budget, financial stability, and then
I mean, I say grants, but what I'm really trying to emphasize here is like, when we're talking about setting priorities for a strategic plan, we need to be thinking about things that maybe wouldn't just otherwise be a part of our normal routine.
I think it's called like other sources of,
Streams of income.
other sources.
Uh,
There'll be a word for it.
The one thing you could probably do, just talking about like, obviously being competitive salary benefits.
Maintain
competitive
salary competitiveness, I don't know if that's the right term to use, but I think that's.
We'll have to, let's pick like a broader term for it, because it's pretty specific.
Well, I think the state's also talking about that too.
I'm sorry.
But again, I think the state is talking about,
Raising it.
yeah, I was like, yeah.
Well, they're gonna raise it each year, you're gonna get at least 3% every year, that's what we.
It's gonna be
made that
unsustainable,
CBA.
especially those in tier 2, I mean,
That's the problem, is
if you get 35 years and they keep doing this, I mean.
people that are in tier 1 are okay, but the rub is gonna be what they're gonna do in tier 2, to make sure it's.
I mean, I'll be dead before I can collect my retirement, but
Well, I'm in tier 1 and I'm getting out soon, so.
I'll have 45 years in.
They're gonna change it.
45.
You know what I mean?
Lord.
I won't even see it. My wife will be the
You'll have to buy
beneficiary.
you'll have to buy those, you can buy those years back.
I can buy 2 of the 4.
Yeah.
If it's based on your salary,
Yeah.
your first time back into public school.
Yeah,
Is that though?
but you'll take a hit on the other 2.
Not
Which means you just have to wait 2 years longer.
But-
Okay,
oh, but I can-
district and
earliest I can
community
take full
relations.
retirement is 67.
What broad terms do you want under that?
They're gonna change it.
District and community relations.
Yeah, I mean, the communication and collaboration is on there, transparency is a good one.
I would like to set a goal for consistent and effective communication from the office,
Which office? Our office or?
our office, just about
Where
normal,
Would we put
everyday.
that under,
Yeah, Clear,
You want
consistent
that,
communication from the district, I would say.
consistent?
I would like us to channel more of, working with the village and with the fire department. You know, like we've talked about it for years. and we've just-
Yeah, I think once,
We don't do that.
that's what, come April, once everybody's set, like,
Partnering with,
we need to just set up a powwow with them, with like,
The village.
just with everybody, just set up, say, what is like Tonica's 10-year plan?
Like
We
5
should
years
have a
ago, the
group
board
meeting,
used to go to the drawdown and we would bartend.
Yeah.
And we would do it as a whole group because that's just what you did.
Yeah.
Right, like, and that dropped off.
That's good relations. I think those,
It is fun, it is a good time, I'll be in France this
so
year.
reestablishing, do we need to put partnering local entities and also reestablishing or just partnering with local entities?
partnering,
So we have collaboration, well, I don't even know, we don't need,
Right.
we have clear, constant, consistent district communication and partnering with local entities. Do we need more?
can we, so Matt just mentioned, and I think this is a good idea, and I know we're not trying not to get super detailed, but that new board's gonna be seated, this next month. And I think it would be a good idea to pursue some kind of a joint,
Oh, it's awesome.
No,
Meeting.
No, he's.
No, with the village.
Okay.
just to kind of think about high level, like, the
there needs to
future.
be like a Tonica 2040 plan or something, like, what's the
Sure.
next 15 years coming, like,
Yeah.
right, there's not, well, I mean, that's a bigger picture thing, but I've thought of that and
It'd be
when
nice.
it,
I mean, what you should do is,
I can't.
is maybe back use the date of a board meeting, but back it up like we do for this, back up a whole hour or so, meet at 4:30 instead of
Yeah.
5 o'clock, because that kind of thing, we're gonna need more time to, and just have the city council come in, we'll, just a brainstorming session initially, what it's probably gonna be. I would
If
imagine
we want to
it's gonna be more
survive, we're gonna have to
specific.
get together.
Well, and the fire department, I think we should have Al
I mean, you could,
and Todd
there's
or.
probably a few people, yeah, there's,
Village,
Some people you could
board,
invite.
business members,
we'll have to see who wins what, but yeah, you could,
there you go.
I mean, Tonica, like, it probably needs some sort of bigger plan, maybe the new mayor, whoever comes in, maybe they'll
Before
have a
we
new
do
thing,
that, we're gonna need to
See if we
have
get-
some type of focus. What's the reason for the meeting? It's not just to get together and put a face with a name.
So
although
we'll
that's
come back
nice
to that.
too. We're gonna need some type of, what's the focus?
Agenda.
Why are we here?
Mhm.
Or why are we asking people to sacrifice their time away from family to come and meet with us?
So constant, consistent district communication, partnering with local entities, and then sort of a Tonica 2040 plan with village, fire, business, and then like a state of the village agenda.
What did you drown us?
Everybody's doing a state of, yeah.
Yep, make it fun for it.
So then we'll rewrite this and then go from there for the next one.
I think that's fair.
Alright, when are we
Other
doing
side.
the,
So,
mission?
yeah, so the mission statement.
Cause I like the
We need
3
to
or
get
4
one.
words. I like the ones that we came up with, that's my vote.
So if you
Ones
flip
that
it
you came up
over,
with?
you can pick some options.
Which ones were those?
I actually like.
Should use the
Nick's.
chalkboard.
The dream, believe, achieve, isn't that yours?
We can.
And you were the
that
care
was mine.
creativity, oh.
Yeah, but Nick was the one that brought
Nick had
up
one, but
the
yeah.
idea of like something real short and punchy that
Mhm.
people can repeat. That's so better, so
Fine,
way
I
better.
like yours. So.
I don't care. Nick had some good ones too, so
Yeah,
we could
what
mix
did
them
I
up.
say? I said care create, I think this one's mine, but I was looking at just even like, we always, like number 4, we always work to meet each child's individual needs and promote a caring, creative environment. That's short enough, but like, so I would take whatever one we decide, plug it into
ChatGPT.
AI and see what it comes up with, say we want this
So
short.
what I did,
bullet
1,
points
2,
on that
3,
sentence.
4, I got 5 options on the mission statement, but plug it in again, you know, this
And
is
just tell it to, please put this into 3 bullet points. You know, it'll pick out the keyword, put it into 3 bullet points for you.
So next time you want some options on 3 bullet points.
Yeah.
I was
Okay,
gonna
narrowing it down.
I'm doing it now. I'm doing it
Okay,
now.
well, we have 15 minutes. We'll be-
No pressure. Nick,
I'm gonna check on the demons.
Are you using ChatGPT? Because I'm using Copilot from Microsoft.
So I wanna start using Copilot at work. They started pushing that with us and I need to learn it a little bit better.
I'm getting approval to record a couple of my meetings so it can do my notes for me and keep action items. So that's, I'm trying to see if that works, but I have to get a license or something for $30, I guess. So I'm waiting for approval. I have had it do some stuff for me that works pretty well when it's reading like thousands of.
As we have
Dealer.
online meetings, I've got people that don't show that, but their AI bot takes all their notes for them.
Meeting individual needs creatively, or creatively, yeah.
Meeting,
Individual needs creatively. Yes.
go with that. All right, there's 1.
Here we go. Fostering creativity and care, nurturing each child's potential, caring, creative, and
Hey, you're going
personalized.
too fast.
Yeah.
You can only
Very
have-
creative. Fostering creative and care.
Ooh, nurturing creative.
Fostering creativity and care,
Ooh, I like that one.
nurturing each child's potential, caring, creative, and personalized, supporting individual growth creatively.
Oh, you're going way too fast.
I like that one.
Caring what?
Take a
Creative.
picture of it.
Why don't you just screenshot it and send it to her?
Please.
Here, I'm just gonna
Just
copy
read
it.
them out loud and then
Yeah,
it would, I need to look at things, so.
I'm emailing it to the group right now.
Okay.
We should have the monitor.
See, what I like about the
That would be
The
nice.
dream,
internet's not good in here, right?
what I like,
Yeah.
the
You
dream,
might be able to have it over
Can
there.
I do a hotspot?
that dream, believe, achieve thing, it's like, it rolls off the tongue and it's like motivational. Those don't seem very like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Not as
Like if you're-
hoorah.
if
What would
gonna-
look good on a sign?
If
is
you're
what
gonna
thinking
use
of?
those, like the
Can you
3-word
put it on the
thing,
back of a t-shirt?
like LPs.
right, can you put it on the
Yeah.
back of a t-shirt? Is it something that could become part of the
Is
culture?
it? I
Like,
don't even know.
that's
I like that one,
what you wanna
Excellence is
do.
our standard. That's what
God,
they're.
I know, I've seen that one, yeah.
So,
Brenda?
But we could change the
Thinking about
D to a C and we could do the ABCs. The achieve, believe,
Oh, there you go.
and C. I don't know, because we're.
And care, create.
Care,
Believe in,
create. Yeah.
inspire, create, grow.
There you go.
What was our C word?
Inspire, create, grow.
I'm just going through what they keep doing.
I like that one best.
these are all good words.
Empower,
Like 'em all.
empower,
On the
care,
back of a
achieve.
t-shirt.
Yeah,
Empower, care, achieve, dream, believe, succeed, grow, create, thrive, learn, inspire, excel.
I like dream, believe.
What looks
Succeed.
good? What looks good on a Facebook page, Amy?
What's that?
What looks good on a Facebook page? 3 words.
Learn, aspire, excel.
I like the ABC thing.
Yeah.
Did you put that on your GPT?
No.
Achieve, believe,
GPT, just do it. I'm
You need to
taking
end it with
notes right
a-
now, doing that too.
done thing, like a achieve,
Hi,
believe.
folks, we can sign in for us. Thank you.
Achieve, build, create, actively celebrate, aim, build, challenge, awaken, believe, change.
What about challenge?
Oh, there you go.
I like
See, I kind of
achieve,
like
build,
doing that
create.
with the ABC because we are a school.
Aim, build,
Yeah.
I
challenge,
like that.
I think we should do achieve,
aspire, believe.
believe, and then a C word.
Yeah, believe.
Create, he said it earlier.
Create is a
Achieve,
good one.
believe, create.
Achieve, believe, and create.
Thank you. Somebody else.
No, you need something,
Are you saying what I said, because of what I said?
Yeah.
I know after I said that. I know I picked up on that. one, like, snickering, I'm like, oh.
All right.
Sorry,
Julie.
Conceive.
continue.
I'm glad I was-
Construct. I just put in synonyms for create.
That's
Those are
what
what-
they have to word us with the
What a synonym for what?
Succeed.
For succeed. We want to be
With a
ABC.
C.
Teachers, what's a synonym for succeed?
Starts with a C. We need something for a C.
Conquer.
That's what it comes up
And
with.
let me put it in the Google machine.
Conquer, that's what the,
It doesn't have
Yeah,
another.
I just told
There
me.
you go.
Another C.
Conquer. I like that.
Conquer,
Right.
complete,
Athletics would be
conquer,
conquer.
complete, clinch.
Yeah,
You don't like that one?
no, I think I think it's gotta go out, it's just like
I
motivational.
mean, we are brave.
Conquer the world.
Create though, I like that one too.
I liked create too.
I
Keep
like
like
conquer.
create.
I like
Conquer is
conquer.
unique though. I don't know.
You're gonna conquer your fears, you're gonna conquer your S.
Sure. I'm not gonna, these are all
Achieve, believe,
worthy
create,
goals.
He probably doesn't.
or
like
achieve,
that.
believe, conquer.
we'll think of C words.
Why don't you
Culminate.
just have the teachers vote for create or conquer, or come up with another one?
Alright.
What do you think?
We
Culminate.
don't,
Do you need it tonight or?
No,
I was
we
gonna
don't
say,
need to
we don't have to
We'll think
settle
about it.
on, this isn't
Yeah,
like,
we don't have to rush.
I do like conquer because it's different than create.
all right.
All schools
And that could
have
be for
create.
athletics.
Yeah.
Maybe Frank.
Well, yeah.
Let's mull on it.
Let's sleep.
Yeah, okay,
Alright, sounds good.
not months.
No, I said 4 months, because we'll reconvene next
Yes,
month.
for a month.
Nope.
All right, Matt, I'm gonna try and like type this up and then I'm gonna ask you to look at it.
Okay, but you're doing ABCs, right?
I wrote some, I didn't get all the notes, but yeah,
Okay,
or we can rewatch the last half hour and figure it out. So
okay,
that is one benefit.
yeah.
Rewatch and remember what I said.
Champions though.
Ooh, champion.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Good
Yeah,
idea.
but achieve, believe, champion?
So I thought it was succeed.
Well, the succeed is with the S though, right? So we were looking for a
If you
C.
could highlight the C in the line,
Champion's a C.
Yeah, I know, but I don't necessarily like achieve, believe, and champion,
yeah.
right? Like,
It could be a verb.
Or maybe that was Pam.
I've got create, conquer, and champion. Is that right?
Sleep on it.
So that's, yes, right, and then we can go to the other.
So it's
I
champion.
don't even know that.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you first.
So,
All right.
point, you want to just scan that?
Yeah, right, scan it to Bob.
I'll put that into it.
Unless you're gonna add ERs, you could say achiever, believe, or champion.
Champion can also be a verb. You can champion something.
Fine, but I don't.
It's true.
Sure,
Whatever it is bothering you. I can
it is
tell.
bothering me. I'm not feeling it.
All right, anybody need to run anywhere before we get sit down to the wire here? Good progress.
Do you want to change?
I'll scan everybody. And then sit down.
Oh, here you go.
What do you got?
Jared.
I can't turn, I got too many things.
Achieve, believe,
Yeah,
oh,
so that- good.
Sure.
why not? Let me write the link down.
I don't know, yeah, just, that was one that you said succeed, it made sense, that's how it, you know. We gotta wait a little bit yet, don't we?
And you'll tell, like, you'll bring this up. I see it. Do that first, okay.
Just use my work phone.
I only have 5 things that I'm planning.
quit and like,
She's
she's much more into tumbling.
You guys both quit out of it.
I'm screaming.
But now they can buy from you.
I know.
Do you have Logan Love?
Tracy's online.
Oh, really?
We're unmuted.
I'll
For unmuted.
Yeah,
find out.
we're online now.
Keep her in the resume.
Julia, we're online now.
You got Eric, right? I think we might only need one.
It was quiet enough. I don't think it picked it up. So. Here, I'll edit it later. Need like a big light.
Can we call this meeting to order at 5:45? Please, roll call Jared.
McLaughlin.
Here.
Bernardoni.
Here.
Konzak.
Yes.
Riddick.
Yes.
Olson, yes. Gans.
Yes.
Zimmer.
Yes.
Mr. Ketchum.
Here.
Mr. Owens.
Pledge of allegiance, if everyone please rise, flag is behind you. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First, we want to do some recognition for the John Orth Award winners. Do you want to speak of the John Orth Award?
Yeah, so John Orth Award is something that is an award that's given out by the Illinois Principals Association. It's a principals award that's given out that represents the students that represent all the values and represents everything that we try to teach at Tonica and in whatever school that they attend. So the award winners attended a breakfast at Streeter High School, had a guest speaker for that day as well. Very well attended. Everybody from the entire Starbuck area region was in attendance at that meeting. And so again, we were represented very well. This year's award winners, we congratulate our Drake Broker and Rachel Castro. And so we want to get Miss Moretta's going to get a picture of the two of them with their certificates. So wait for
Congratulations. Thank
Miss
you.
Moretta, you can put them wherever you want them to get a good picture background.
Good job, Drake.
Thank you.
You trust us.
Rachel, you know, come here real quick.
I mean, so everyone can see. Congratulations, Rachel. Thank you both very much tonight. Okay, I'm gonna read something just as a reminder, and then we'll keep moving forward. If you wish to address the Tonica Board of Education, please indicate the topic you wish to speak about. The Tonica Board of Education is required to enter an executive session if the topic qualifies to be heard in an executive session. During your address to the Board of Education, the topic becomes eligible for executive session. The board will motion to go into executive session. We believe you have to keep it to 5 minutes at a time, and it has to be polite. And what else do I want to mention? No names. We do have two people that want to speak tonight. If you don't mind, we'll have Eric go first. I think he's trying to head to something else.
Yeah. All right. So I just came to tell you my intentions. I'm currently running for mayor. So first of all, thank you for the opportunity to speak in front of you guys. As many of you already know, I'm a lifelong resident of Tonica. I've been here 42 out of 44 years. Graduated from this very school in 1994, way back late 1900s. My intention is to remain in Tonica for the foreseeable future, raising my family here and continuing their small town environment. I know what this school is capable of past, what it's capable of today, and what we all hope it will be capable of in the future. That is nurturing young minds to the starting line in higher education in a warm and caring environment. I'm hopeful of working with the school board, members of the community, as well as administration, to figure out how we can possibly elevate enrollment numbers to make sure the school stays open for us. I'm fully aware, and most of you are as well, this school is the reason this town exists. Without this school, this town loses its luster. Families move here for this school, stay here for this school. So with that said, I look forward to the opportunity of working with you guys, coming up with good ideas we can all share, grow, and build on. There's been a wonderful foundation laid out for decades before us. I just want to continue to build on that. And again, thank you for your opportunity to speak. That's all the time I'm going to take.
By the way, just those of you here for the awards, you're free to stay for the meeting if you'd like to, but you're not obligated to stay if you'd like to.
Do you want us
Let's
to
go
get a
play
picture?
volleyball, Rachel.
Do you want to get your family members want us to get pictures? Like we can, it's up to you, or you have somebody? You got them, okay, just wanted to make sure.
Congratulations,
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Okay. Hillary, you'd like to speak?
Regular time? I just wanted to bring something, or sorry, my name is Hillary Baker. I have 2 kids that attend this school. I just wanted to bring something to the board's attention. Last week, it was brought to our attention that a student at this school overheard a teacher and like an administrator, somebody, another teaching staff talking about my daughter. Some of the words that were used is that she hated her, didn't think she was going to amount to anything, which is very concerning to me. Some things that were brought up that this person was talking about to the other teacher was events that had happened last year. My daughter was accused of some things that we went and talked to the school, was never confirmed that she did anything. So to have this brought up feels like it's gossiping because it has nothing to do with the current school year. It's just very concerning because we've dealt with bullying in the school the past few years for my daughter and felt that this year we're in a good spot. And I feel like we're back to square one at the moment. My husband went in and talked to staff last week, last Friday specifically, and as of today, we still don't have confirmation that anything was looked into, that it was addressed, nothing. And it's very concerning to have somebody in a teaching staff in the spot that they're at to say these things about a student. School is supposed to be a safe place for kids. They're supposed to learn and grow here, and I don't feel that that's what is happening here. So I just kind of wanted to bring it to the board's attention because it's very concerning to us. My daughter represents this school. She went to state for science fair. She's on the honor roll, high honor roll. I mean, she does well, and I'm not saying she doesn't have attitude because they're 13. So, there's attitude there, I'm sure. But it's, I don't know, it's just something that to hear hate coming out of an adult talking about a child is a very strong word to say. It's very concerning. So I just wanted to come and express that. So, thank you. Thank you.
Ms. Schneider, you'd like to talk about the student council sales.
I already brought it up over there. I'm passing around a form if you guys want to buy something from the student council. Orders are due Monday. I know that there's 3 of you on here that you have kids in student council, but I remember when I brought in the cook food, somebody had said, bring it in when you sell it. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's just going around. That's all.
Okay.
Well, there's 4 of us.
I'm gonna have to hold it up.
That's where we're
Okay. All right, so that's all we have for public. Let me see, my screen is moved. Got it, thanks. Thank you. Well, all right. I need a motion to approve the agenda for tonight. Do I have a motion of that?
So moved.
Second? Roll call, Jared?
Laughlin,
Yes.
Bernardoni,
Yes.
Conzett,
Yes.
Riddick,
Yes.
Olson, yes, Gaines.
Yes.
Zimmer,
Yes.
Okay, consent agenda goes over regular meeting, executive session, working session, special board meeting from March 15th. District bills, treasurer's reports, staff reimbursements, and a FOIA request. Looks like just looking for insurance information. Does anybody have any questions or want any conversation on that?
Is that somebody just trying to sell us insurance?
I suspect it's AI generated because a lot of my colleagues are getting the same request that it was responded to.
Did I have a motion to approve?
I'll motion.
I'll second.
Roll call?
Bernadoni?
Yes.
Conzak?
Yes.
Riddick?
Yes.
Olson, yes. Scans?
Yes.
Zimmer?
Yes.
McLaughlin?
Yes.
All right, and then we're gonna go down to financial reports, Bob? Anything
So
on
at
that?
this point, we're 67% of the way through the school year. Our revenues are at 87.17%, and our expenditures are at 65.31%. So overall, things look good. The accounts, again, the operating accounts are the ones that get the most activity and the ones that I track the closest. You can see our debt payment is a little bit out of whack as far as expenditures and revenues, but I am expecting another EBF payment coming in soon. And so that will equal out when that comes in. One thing to keep in mind too is these are as of February 28th. I don't include March because it's not a full month yet, so just make sure I threw that out there.
Any questions on it?
I was talking to some other board members from a different school, and they had heard that the state might be delaying or slowing down some of the payments. Have you heard any of that talk?
I've not heard that, and I wish you hadn't said that because it scares me to death. But I spoke to you about this before, is it does make sense because of what's out there on the federal level with our title money. And the state is going to face a cliff at some point. And so how that manifests itself here at Tonica, I think it's yet to be determined, but I think it's wise to proceed with caution and just continue to monitor the things at the state and federal level. There's not much we can do at the federal level, but we have a little bit more stake in the game at the state level. And that's where our professional organizations that speak for us are going to be coming forward. The IASA, IPA as well, IASBO, those are all professional organizations that have a great deal of say at the state level, and that hear our voice as well, that speak for us. So those are our positives.
Can I have a motion to approve the financial report then?
I'll motion.
Second? Did you guys say?
Conzak?
Yes.
Riddick?
Yes.
Olson, yes. Scans?
Yes.
Zimmer?
Yes.
McLaughlin?
Yes.
Bernadoni?
All right, section 7, the administrative report, talks about enrollment, slideshow, behavior reports, grades of the month for Ryland Bernadoni, Emma Castro, and Aiden Springsteen. AR testing is this week, I forgot to say 19. And then field trip, they went to see Mean Girls. And then the 5 essentials survey, 100% of students, 93% of the staff, 39% of the families. Is there any way to get 100% of the staff?
I'm working on that.
Okay.
So just a note to add to, I'm sorry to cut you off.
That's okay.
The 5 essentials. That's, if you look at our score, for lack of a better term, that the state gives us, you can slice that up into different pieces of a pie, look at it like a pie. The only one that we have direct control over is the part of that controls like our response to our surveys. Yeah, that's 5% of the overall pie. We have the most control over that, and since we have pretty good numbers and we'll have better numbers, that will only help us. I'm sorry,
It's okay. Is there a way we can like draft with all the emails that are sent out, like a reason why it's important? It might help families take it. I don't know if there's a way to do that, but.
You're over 50%, but your districts, I think that's wonderful.
Okay.
The cutoff is
You guys should
52%
pat
we
yourselves
need to
on the back.
have, so we're close,
Because
we're
they
right
did-
there. And I think, by the way, I think we're way over what we were in the past.
For parents, I think it's like 30. I thought
Yeah, it was
we were over.
49%.
No, but I think for parents to get the report, I think we're over, because we got it last year.
Yeah, we've met the threshold for everything.
Oh, well, okay.
So the other thing is that the results from the survey, we won't get those until late summer, early fall.
Yeah, that was the weird part, like, I don't know, it takes so long to compile it.
I don't know if you've been getting emails, but the email's it's just a link.
Yeah, that's why
It
we,
doesn't really say anything, so, I mean, I know what it means, but
Right.
but a lot of
a
people.
lot of people aren't.
I think
That's good.
it was on the Facebook, I think when it started, so maybe, because it's up at the end of the month, so maybe like a reminder.
Yeah, just so
And
why.
then,
It closes on the 31st.
yeah.
You got that in your notes?
And then I was gonna ask at the beginning, she put enrollment 94 with 3 outside placement, is that, I think we started like 96, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Have we like lost a few and brought some in?
And got some.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
noticed I have
just-
a new neighbor, but I don't know if they're coming here or not.
Yeah, just sometimes like it's good, it's just, I don't know, like if we're up or down, or like, you know, we could have had one family move out, lose 3 kids, one family move in and pick up
Well, we
one.
lost one family, they had twins, so we
Yeah.
lost 2 kids.
No, they were sisters.
Another kid's great.
Yeah, that's good.
We'll work on that, Matt. Get it nice. Everybody read Holly's athletic director report, went over volleyball, scholastic ball, bowling, track, extracurricular banquet.
I guess on that, when we were talking about the strategic plan earlier in extracurriculars, like,
Mhm.
and on the survey, I don't know what's on the survey, but does it talk about like other clubs? Like, do we have clubs
Really don't.
other
have a
than
lot
sports
of
stuff?
extra
Like, is
clubs.
everything sports?
Yeah.
We don't have clubs or anything else?
I mean, the 5 essentials, does it ask about that? Is that what you're saying?
No,
No,
there's a survey participation,
Oh.
interest survey that's going out. So like, I don't know if we.
You have to do that every 3 years,
Yeah, that's.
or, it's
Title IX or.
yes, it's a compliance thing, I think they just check, so you just do it every 3 years, it's a 7, what sports would you, if we offer this, would you go out?
Yeah, I'm okay with asking,
Yeah.
like, we can do it every year, I don't care, but
Yeah,
just,
it's
is there something we're missing where we could offer something else, like?
Well, yeah,
like
I
Big
think,
kids are interested,
I think
outside of
we're
the
talking
sports
about
realm, right? Like,
yeah, I think when we get a new AD, we can work on that with Lawson. And I'd like to see like open gyms brought back at more than just Lawson stuff. So that's something we can all
Okay.
look at.
That's fine.
So, okay. And then no information on committees this time.
We did have a,
You had a foundation meeting, but I don't, we probably have to wait on, we didn't,
well, that's not really a committee.
No.
It's like just a thing we're.
that's a discussion item maybe when we get to it? Okay. So, do I have a motion to approve the reports and updates?
Yeah.
We don't need improvement, okay. Discussion items. Do you want to talk about the foundation then real quick before we go to the book?
Yep, wait a minute.
Yeah, so we had a meeting, talking about supporting the, I think they're gonna try to find some people to help with the pancake breakfast.
Okay.
They're gonna do a fundraiser in the fall at Aces and Eights, the spaghetti fundraiser that they normally do. They're gonna do that on the 18th of September. And then we talked a little bit about the St. Bede coming and what we could maybe do, but that's coming out.
Same view line.
St. Bede volleyball is gonna use the
Oh, yeah.
facility 3 days in the fall. So we're
We should
talking
try
about,
that on the calendar.
yeah, so we're talking about how we can support that and do something with it to help fundraise with the 3 groups. So we talked about that some.
So you'll maybe come back with us on that?
Yeah, we'll come up with a plan later.
Okay.
That's just, it's 5 months away, so.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I think Bob sent the email about the teacher, one of the previous teachers.
Yeah, Helen Petzing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Helen Petzing, she, her family donated money to the foundation to be used for makerspace room. Yeah, nice.
Is there gonna be like a picture or anything?
I think we'll do a plaque, I mean, that's what I told the family, we'll put a plaque somewhere in the space in memory of her.
Yeah, it was
Maybe a PR
pretty,
of her accepting the plaque.
yeah, it was pretty significant, so we'll find something good to
And
buy
then
for
invite
it.
the family
Yeah.
once we get it done.
Sure,
Yep.
and they're low, they're like in Winona, I think, so they're not too far away.
That's pretty much it.
It's great.
Okay.
So the art of school boarding, we're on chapter 9 and 10. So the two things that stood out to me is that school board members don't have to be an expert in school finance. I think at this point in time, all of you are familiar with school finance is much different than bank finance and the financial world. And so that's one thing that kind of stood out to me that I enjoyed as well. But also knowing the basics of trusting your superintendent and your admin. Those two things stood out to me as I read those two chapters. We'll go this way.
So one thing that stood out to me was a bit under expert advice in chapter 9. So grant programs that seem to provide a nice bonus at the start usually have a sunset date, and you inherit the costs. I guess I realized, I mean, obvious in retrospect, but I'd never really thought about it before. Thought that was a cool point.
I like the part about John, the custodian, and spinning maybe issues in a positive way. It doesn't always have to be negative, and helping that in a positive light.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good story on how to creatively find ways to grow. That was one of the themes in that chapter. There's lots of different types of growth, but trying to be creative about improving things when people are set in their ways maybe. So.
Again.
Didn't bring my book.
Hang on, because I want to go first, because Nick's going to steal mine. We have the same
We have
paragraph.
the same section, actually.
That's funny.
No, it's not.
Go ahead, Julie, you have the floor.
Please, go. It's fine, you're next.
I just thought the understanding growth on page 76, where they're talking about school board members should focus on what is fluid and what is static. Growth is a nebulous term. Growth and what, you might ask? The answer is everything. Static is boring and does not indicate change. No change, no growth. It continues to further have us, it says, school board members should ask for and expect to see measurements of learning. The curriculum is working. The kids are learning. If you have a crop of students that have learning problems, come from less than ideal families in terms of academic support, or are not used to being challenged to higher expectations, you may experience slow academic growth at first, but as school board members ask the whys and the what ifs about academic growth, understand and set realistic expectations of administration, staff, and students, things should change. I just think that that's so important, because as we move forward and we're looking at our strategic plan and we're looking at all the things that we're talking about in regards to, programming the new curriculum, I think that it's going to be really beneficial for us to have some concrete data to actually look at to drive our instruction and our practices to meet the needs of all the students here. And we should be doing that and holding everybody accountable for that as well.
You want to elaborate on it?
Well, I guess I'm just going to go to the next paragraph. Because I honestly he started out with stuff I wouldn't have said, but then that whole second paragraph is what I was going to say. But I did like on 76 going into 77, it talks about growth, and everything can grow. Debt can grow, effective teachers, custodians can grow, weeds can grow, rust can grow on buses, negative attitudes can grow, micromanaging can grow. And so it's up to the board to keep an eye on all of the growths in the facilities and amongst everybody, good or bad, for growth.
What's that? Very good section on the book.
I third that section.
I appreciate everybody participating in this exercise so far this year. I think it's one of the things that I think we've done very well, and I hope it's been valuable for you as it has been for me as well. Got about, I think there's 4 chapters left, so we're getting near the end, so hang in there with me.
Okay, let's see. So we're gonna do some action items and then closed session. We're just gonna go straight down the line unless somebody has me stop. So I need a motion to approve the maternity leave request submitted by Megan Cass.
Oh, motion.
I'll second.
Roll, don't we keep going, right? Okay. Motion to accept with regret the resignation of Holly Rapp as athletic director of the co-op effective at the end of the 2024-2025 school year. Okay.
Almost.
We're just gonna do it all at
I
once.
think we can do it all at the end. So
Going on.
Individual.
You want it individually?
Yeah, we have to.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we gotta
you
vote on the
motion,
first one.
So the first one I motioned, and who seconded?
I did.
You did.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right, should
I'll
we,
slow down.
Jared's got a motion, we need a second now.
I'll second.
Brenda second. Okay, on to the C.
We don't have to vote on each
then
one?
we're just gonna vote once for all?
We have to do each one.
Oh, so we gotta vote for the
So roll
first one.
call.
Roll call?
Roll
So
call
could-
for each one of them.
Okay,
We're voting on maternity leave now?
Yes.
Yes.
we are voting on maternity leave now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Riddick,
Yes.
Olson, yes. Scans.
Yes.
Zimmer,
Yes.
McLaughlin,
Yes.
Bernadoni, Conzak.
Yes.
Now,
I
Holly.
think we could have made it one vote, probably, yeah,
We probably could have, but
that's okay.
they're listed,
Well,
they're listed individually. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
they have to
to
be
fill it
listed.
out.
Now Holly was Jared and Brenda,
Right.
so then roll call when you're ready.
Olson, yes. Scans.
Yes.
Zimmer,
Yes.
McLaughlin,
Yes.
Bernadoni,
Yes.
Conzak,
Yes,
Riddick.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep reading then,
Mhm.
good.
So we're going to C.
Motion to accept the resignation of Samantha Barb as music teacher at TGS effectively at the end of the 2024-2025 school year.
Motion is read.
Second?
Roll call,
Gins.
Yes.
Zimmer,
Yes.
McLaughlin,
Yes.
Bernadoni,
Yes.
Conzak,
yes.
Riddick.
Yes.
Olson, yes.
Motion to accept the resignation of Greg Ruff as assistant basketball coach.
Motion.
I'll second.
Roll call,
Zimmer,
Yes.
McLaughlin,
Yes.
Bernadoni,
Yes.
Conzak,
yes.
Riddick.
Yes.
Olson, yes. Scans.
Yes.
Did everybody read the addendum? So it says, teaching certificate is preferred but not required. And then both schools agreed to post it internally and externally at the same time. And I don't believe there were any other changes. Can I have a motion to approve that?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Roll call,
McLaughlin,
Yes.
Bernadoni, Conzak,
yes.
Riddick.
Yes.
Olson, yes. Scans.
Yes.
Zimmer,
Yes.
Motion to approve the 2025-2026 school calendar. Questions were asked ahead of time and answered. And can I have a motion to approve it?
I'll motion.
I'll second.
Roll call,
Bernadoni,
Yes.
Conzak,
yeah.
Riddick.
Yes.
Olson, yes. Scans.
Yes.
Zimmer,
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
You want to speak to this one?
This is Anna Lestina. Anna was interviewed by myself as well as Mrs. Malcolm recently. Anna is coming to us from the Peoria area to teach music here next year. Very sweet young lady and very anxious and eager to be a part of things here at Tonica. And we welcome her and I'm anxious to get to see her career, start her career here.
Do we know if she's still gonna live in Peoria? Or
I've asked
is she
that,
moving?
and I believe she is.
Do we
Yes.
ever do anything like if, to move, like give them a little stipend or something, or is that not a normal thing for teaching?
It's really just a choice on their part, yeah. I mean, she is from Morris
What's that?
originally, and so that's what led me down the road. Are you thinking about moving closer? And I think either her fiance or boyfriend ever works in East Peoria, so I think that's kind of why they're choosing this too.
The weather's good. At one point, we talked about like getting all new staff, like one shirt or something. Is that something that is done or not done?
Getting one.
Like a logoed shirt?
Oh, I hadn't heard.
Put their new slogan on it.
Well, there you go.
I don't know. I mean, that's your call to make, but I think would be okay with that.
I always try to provide some sort of.
Our district does it over here.
Yeah, I get a new shirt for work every day, so. Motion to approve the employment of Anna Lestina as music instructor starting the 2025-2026 school year.
A motion.
I'll second.
Roll call. Let's welcome her with open arms.
Conzak,
Yes.
Riddick.
Yes.
Olson, yes. Scans.
Yes.
Zimmer,
Yes.
McLaughlin,
Yes.
Bernadoni.
Yes.
We are going to go into executive session and we will have action items afterwards.
So we'll just need a motion to go into executive session.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Who seconded?
Brenda.
Riddick.
Yes.
Olson, yes. Scans.
Yes.
Brent. Zimmer,
Yes.
McLaughlin,
Yeah, I'm gonna grab something.
Bernadoni.
Yes.
Conzak.
Yes.
All right, for those online, we have to drop it. It was on the website at one time. It was on Facebook. Somebody had it and saved it. And
For shirt, I
use
think
it
we
as a background
have.
thing.
Latino.
Yeah, we'll be back online in a little bit.
Yeah.
I need to, I don't have any money or
Yeah, it's
anything.
okay, we have a, I can get in touch with you guys, email you guys.
Yeah, I put my number on there too. Text me. I can let them know or
Yeah,
something.
thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I didn't order because my school's ordering. I'm doing it sometimes.
I'm gonna have to get money. I will get you money if you're not coming back.
Oh, I'm gonna